Usually, I don't take sides with these whole two companies, but screw Disney. Screw Disney and their and this. This is ridiculous. So you have the audacity to take these channels off of Spectrum because they're not fitting your quota price that you want now because it's because your fault you're in debt, not Spectrum. It's your fault you're losing money due to the movies, not Spectrum. It's your fault you overspend on these damn movies, not Spectrum. It's your fault that nobody goes to the rides because of the fucking inflation and everything else and the code. Excuse me, the damn bug. It's Spectrum, not Spectrum. All of this is their fault, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sick of Disney. I really am. So here's the thing. I have Spectrum Internet. I don't have cable no more. I think I told you about that a couple years ago. However, though, my people have cable. My parents, my cousins have cable. They were watching the game, and all of a sudden, they cut off. So you can no longer watch ESPN like college football games and stuff like that. And that's kind of a big thing in my family. And you know, Spectrum is kind of a lot of people have Spectrum. Spectrum is not as high as they used to be, but a lot more people have Spectrum because again, it used to be Time Warner Cable before Charter and all that shit bought them out. But a lot of people have cable now because we live in the age now that it was all we came from the mid 2000s. Everybody was kind of reverting to cable. Then Spectrum had high speed internet, and everybody reverted to that. There's not too many people that have direct TV or dish. There's a few, but not many. A lot of people I know that do. If they still got it, congratulations to them. You lucked out. Or you got Comcast. You lucked out. Um, this is ridiculous. You should have gave them at least a deadline and say, hey, look, we know times are tough. Y'all doing this for this damn writer strike. Well, they had no choice in the matter because the writer strike pretty much the writers and the actors pretty much got them by the balls right now. But they should have done the same thing. They're not doing the same thing due to the fact that they are bleeding money. Stock is down, everything. They are bleeding money. But this is ridiculous. They have suit they have sunk this low to do this. Their plan was always to get rid of eradicate cable anyway. But now they're trying to they went up on their Disney Plus prices. They went on the majority of all their streaming prices. And their streaming prices. All their streaming prices. So they're trying to get that money back they lost. Due to these movies, due to everything else, due to the pandemic and everything. But the way they're going about it, they're going to lose. And I hope they burn. I am done with Disney. I am done with all these studios. You want money? You're bleeding money. You want money so badly. Do it the right way. Do right by your consumers. Do right by the customers. This right here, this ain't right. This is you trying to get over. How so this can affect people. Let's say this. I live in a city, so you know it's not like I live in the boondocks. But I have people who I have family members and stuff that live in an area where they don't have good, strong um internet signal, so they rely on cable. And you decide to take that cable away because you want more money, or you need more money because you're bleeding money, because you're greedy bastards. Again, you don't think about your consumer; you think about the dollar bill. So ever since you've been losing the dollar bill, y'all been in whole Disney's been in fiasco. That's your fault. There's nobody else but your fault. This makes me angry, but this also makes me why I don't put too much stock into Disney, and that's why I stayed away from Disney many years ago. When the content and everything, I go everything online, and I think that's the best route for me to go. Do I have subscription for it? Hell no. I have the Fire Stick jailbroke on for a reason for stuff like this, and I don't care because I did that for a reason. I got it actually years ago. Never used it till COVID, but I did it because I knew something like this would ever happen. The two best companies right now, I hate to say it. Number one is Amazon. Number two is Netflix. Netflix, low key, has always been one, two, and three. They have their moments where they have dropped down, but they've always been the top three. and it's still the top three. Or top two, excuse me. Amazon and Netflix, definitely. You get what you want from them. They tell you straight up how things are going to go. They got rid of the password sharing crap. They let you know, hey, we got to do what we got to do to make money. But they weren't like lying to you. They weren't trying to finesse you. They gave you months advance. They let you know stuff because they say, hey, look, you guys matter to us because we know without your subscription, we're not going to last. That's what you're supposed to do. Other than the content they'll have Netflix has always been straight up with their consumers since day one. Every year they go up, they let them know we're going up every year. Not Disney. They decided to jack up that price less than a month and not tell nobody. And then they said, well, we have to do this for cost cut. I don't give a fuck. At least give people a heads up. Netflix gave them a year in advance. You can't do the same thing. And then guess what? The numbers dropped. Nobody's just is going to subscribe to Disney because all they got is Disney stuff. Netflix has a lot of content from Korea, from Germany, and that's how they survive. And that's how they're going to continue surviving. Eventually, Netflix will become the new Disney, and I cannot wait for it. The only way Disney will survive is if Apple buy them out. But even Apple is going to be looking at this like, y'all spending way too much on certain things. That's why you're not bringing in the money. That Marvel money's drying up. That Star Wars money's been dried up. That Avatar money, yeah, that helped them out a little bit. But again, the Avatar money was more of getting the calls back of paying for Fox. So they really couldn't enjoy that money because that money was kind of cleaned the debt off a little bit from the Fox merger they got. So it is what it is. But I just want to touch upon this. But this is some bullshit and this is a travesty. Really, Disney? You're holding up Spectrum. You're taking these channels away so you can get more money. Okay. And you wonder why you lose subscribers. Those little Disney princesses ain't bringing you no money no more, ain't it? Ain't nobody going to these parks no more, ain't it? Ain't nobody buying these damn toys, ain't it? Ain't nobody paying attention to Marvel anymore, ain't it? Star Wars has been dried the fuck up. But hey, it is what it is. I'm out.